Right then, welcome back to ERAGON. Today is another recording of the game as well as the film, ERAGON. Okay, so last recording that I did do was over several levels, which would involve about 3 levels, I think. As well as on the right hand side of the 4 recordings, saves, make sure you have it on orange. So, as I said before, I have done several levels, and we've only done 3. As well as, of course, that you get to have 2 players with you in the game. But I'm all on my own. But I'm not too worried about that for now. But anyway, so you also get 4 characters. But apart from one, will be involving one person having the other. But I will get to that very, very soon as well. But also, if you're a second player, you get to use 2 characters in the game. So you've got a choice between having the best bit when you play on your own, or if you've got a partner with you to play 2-player game like this, you get to use 2 characters instead. So it works either way. You can share with one another. As well as, of course, in this game you get to have several load of eggs for you to hunt down to work out where they are, which we've only done 3 levels. As well as, of course, I will do my best to allow you to find where the eggs are. As well as I played this a long while to try and get my wheel bearings to work out whereabouts the eggs are. There's several of levels, which will be about 2 of them, I think. That's one in my mind that was saying the egg is there. But with one level that I did do, which was this one here, and I was thinking the egg's over there, but no, it's in the next level or the one after, the one before that. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to just get my wheel bearings to work out where the eggs are. But also, as I said, that you have to find eggs, and we've already found 3. As well as, of course, with the egg, there's a specific thing in there, which, as once again before, if you've watched the film before or you've actually played the game yourself, you know exactly what's in that egg. But if not, or either you've actually seen a little something that makes more sense to you what exactly is in that egg. But I'm not going to go too far into that. So we've only done 3 levels, which is the first one, the Spine with Mountains, what it's supposed to be. So we've done that level, and we've done carve a hole, as one person just said, and also I have done Derek Docks. I've done that one as well. Right, also in the game you would meet Brom, which will be your second character you can use if you have someone with you to be player 2. as well as, of course, as you're on your own, you can't use them. Also, in this game, you'll get to see some cutscenes as well, just to get an idea of how the film goes and bits and bobs just like that, and you'll be all tickety-boo. How about that? Okay, so we're going to go Darrett Town next to find an egg, as well as bits of the story line as well, by the way. So here we go. Also, we could do 3 levels, but also before we start, I believe there should be $18 levels, but there'll be 17 levels in total, but the 18th one is basically a fun one for you to do, which is basically kick the shit out of enemies to get a nice score of how many enemies you can kill within your health that'll last however how long it can last. So here we go, Darrett Town. And also you can select medium or easy or hard difficulty, whichever kind of way you want to do it as well. But I'm going to do it on medium and on every level. So here we go. Darrett Town.
Closed. We have to get to those towers to unlock it. Our families are trapped, burning. Please help us.
So basically what we're going to do is help the villagers, basically. Also, don't forget in the last recording that I got some bits and pieces in the game, which is roughly exactly what you're going to get when you play the game yourself, which is basically magic that can do stuff, which involves you to pull your enemies, push enemies away from you, as well as build things that are broken, basically.
We'll hold them off.
Right, so further ado, there are 5 boxed everywhere. Also, the way to activate the magic is L1 button and hold that in, and
Toss them in the drink, boy.
press X to pull them, and of course triangle to push them away from you. As long as the blue colour of the symbol that'll be around the characters to say, yep, you can push that one and pull them, or either you could just kick the shit out of them with your buttons, with the ones that I have mentioned on my last recording. So as long as you know the buttons and bits and bobs. But also you've got ERAGON, which is the person on the left on the left side of the screen, which is basically gonna allow you to use magic, as well as of course have another character you can use, but you'll find out later on. Right, also, as the guy says, which is Brom, the fire's out, you can proceed into the level. Also, if your character goes down with some health, you can always just basically smack a barrel or a box for you to get a green or a red. But the red ones is basically allow you to top your health bar back up. If you look closely at the bottom of the stairs here, there's a red one there. You can just walk towards it, and then eventually your character will be filled up with health. Or either when the AI says Brom's going to move towards it, he will get some. And so yeah, you get all that stuff. But also with the green one, now, if you look underneath the screen there, there's a green and a yellow colour there. Now, when you pick up a green bit of a colour from your enemies, or barrels of boxes, they will allow the green or the yellow, depends on which character moves towards it, and they will line up together for you to get a powerful stunt, kick, kill at your enemies. And the only way you can activate those powerful, strong skills is push L3 and R3 together, and eventually those two lines will go down to the very end of where your character is, or whichever one you're using. Also, you want to hold L1 and X to open up the gate of one half. So there's that one.
We need to work our way to the other gate lock.
So as Brom says, we've got to find the way to the opposite side of the gate lock. So now what you got to do is go all the way back down and find out where it is. But I should know, because I've played it a long while. And also, if you do die and you haven't found a checkpoint, you'll have to start all over again. So as long as you find a checkpoint. Right, also you've got a bow as well for ERAGON. And also Brom will have one as well. So the way to activate it, hold R1. And way to fire an arrow. Let go of X, or just keep pushing it. But if you let go of the L, if you hold the X a long time with R1, the arrow will come straight out and kick the shit out of your enemies a bit more quicker. Just like if you used to play your Tomb Raider 2013 mod, and you get a bow. So this game's a good one for a bow weapon for you to use if you're interested in using bows instead of guns and swords. Also, the AI will allow some stunts to pop up when it wants to. Just like this. Especially when you keep pushing the circle and X buttons. All those kind of buttons you push. Right, also if you look underneath the bottom of the screen there, there's a yellow and a green line that's linked up together. When it does, you can push L3 and R3 together, and eventually the powerful swords that Brom and ERAGON has, it'll be nice, good strong whacks and stuff, especially the blade will be a bit more sharper. But also with the lines, they will have a certain time in it. Let's try it again. So with the lines, yellow or green, whichever character you're using, when they're attached together, they will last a period of time. when you push the R3 and L3 together to activate it. Right, so once the villagers have helped you by putting the fire up, you can go that direction now, which is over here. And as you heard, Brom just said, I feel much better. So obviously the AI has made the Brom character pick up a bit of red. So as long as the characters have still got a lot of health, then you can still proceed into the game.
Shoot them through the gaps.
Right, so the way to climb up is basically push the triangle button. And when you do, you'll be up here. Or any ledges that's where you've got enemies. And all I'm doing is pulling the enemies. To pull them over the edge. Also you can push them with the triangle. But also, like I said, with the magic, which will be a blue colour underneath on the left hand side, that'll last a period of time before it recharges back, and then that'll be that bit. Right, also we will just push triangle to get across this side, and then press X to let go. And also Brom will do different languages of speeches, just like you heard on my last recording if you have checked it. And also some of these enemies will be a bit more stronger, and other bits and bobs. Yeah, you're not welcome here. Right, so further ado, and you go down into this area. No, there's nothing to smash in. Right, so there'll be a fire for you to walk into, but also there's going to be a destruction ahead for some of these to come across. Right, also you want to try and stay away from the flames. And I didn't. So, I'll be back to where I saved it from. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Sorry. My mistake. It'll allow you to start all over again. So yeah. I just absolutely forgotten and made a mistake. So, sorry about that. So you'll be starting all over again. If your health has not gone down, or your AI character will not flipping die either. Also, what you can do is push the L3 to move away from your character before you use the bow. So yeah, with the weapons you use, the bow or the sword, you can use whichever one you want and however you want, and then you'll be all good to enjoy it, basically. Hey. Naughty. Right, also with the AI, with your other character, Brom, he might not be helping you to survive either. It just depends on what happens. But also, you can always use the magic as well. Sometimes that'll help to knock the enemy's health down, like to pull them or push them. Especially pulling, I think, will do stuff. Right, also when you've done that sort of stuff, you can feel free to run. Also, I might do that as well, just to make it a bit more quicker to get past this level. Or as well as smash all the boxes and stuff to get some health. So one way you can get past this level, especially this bit, push your enemies over the gaps. Or you can simply just jump onto the barrier that bounced up. Oh, there's no point in using that, is there? Ah! ERAGON, you're dead again. Oh dear. So this level could be not as quick. As you can see, there's a load of GFs going on at the minute.
We must escape! The water, ERAGON! Throw them! Help us! The fire! The village, they need our help! Get out of our town!
Right, so like I said, you can always use the magic or the bow. Or either have your other AI person for you to help you with. Or either hope and pray that the enemies will drop some red health down so you can get past a bit of bits and bobs. Also, you can also do other things as well, which I have just roughly figured out because I've forgotten, which is what someone might say sooner or later, but I'm going to keep that quiet. So, let me just double check something. Okay, maybe not. Okay. Oh, right, okay. So you won't be starting all over again. Actually forgot about that. So yeah, there's two mistakes I made. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, when you find a checkpoint, it doesn't allow you to start all over again. It's just me being an idiot. As we all do sometimes. Draw them out, mate. Yeah, another one down. And another. You're welcome. Rom, you could be dead in a minute. Good eye. Right, also, like I say, you can always just run. So yeah, further ado. When you find a checkpoint, it won't allow you to restart unless you die and you've actually...
I'm fading! Shoot them through the gaps!
Yeah, I know, Brom, I know. So, as I said before, when you find a checkpoint, it will save it from where you are. And also, the other bit is if you actually die and you've actually pushed another thing on the bit of the save of the part of the level, which I'm hoping I won't die and I can show you what it will show you. And I'm dead again. Okay, so what I meant is if you do die and you have part of continue or restart level, So if it will say that, it will take you to the very, very start of it again. So just make sure that you just don't push down with L3 or the down and D-pad buttons. Unless you say, fuck that, I'm not doing it. So yeah, as long as you don't do that, then you're okay. Alright. So yeah, it's just part of my memory. It was playing tricks on me.
Help! I'm trapped! Throw them in the water. Help us put out this fire! They'll die unless we help. Leave us be!
Yeah, leave them be. Leave me be off. Try and keep freaking killing me. What do you mean? It's not getting dark. So as you see, these little stunts here that ERAGON just did is when you're just doing bits and bobs, and yeah, I will say, yep, we'll show you one of these. Magic. Clearly. Yeah, we're on what? Also, as you might have noticed, that there is a green line and a yellow line that has gone damp. So every time when you die, it goes back damp. So the only way you can get it back up is just to carry on kicking the shit out of your units, and then eventually it'll bring it back up. Also, what you can do is always work with Brom as well, like where he's attacking the enemy that you're not aiming at, and you can go back to his character, his enemy he's dealing with, and you can just do that instead if you want.
Praise me! The fire's out! Thank you!
Right, also what I'm going to do is leave that bit and run off again. Right, also like I said, with the levels there have some eggs for you to hunt down. So you just got a lot of searching to do to work out where the egg is. But also what I'm going to do is basically try and help you find it. Or all of them. But also with some of the other levels, they will not always help you or make it that easy for you to find the egg, because there's basically about 2, I think there is. Right, also I think I might be able to get past this bit from where I am. Instead of keep dying from where I keep freaking dying. This just all depends on when the game says, yep, we'll let you get past there. Especially if it wants to give you a bit of health. Also, with some gaps and barriers, you won't always be able to drop down into certain gaps. Right, also you might want to step back as well, because that could help. But also you might have seen me dropping the fire last time in this bit. I'm hoping probably I won't fucking do that again. But also Brom might do it. And also if you catch a fire, you can't do nothing until the fire dies out on your character. And then you'll be there. Okay, right, so once you've done that bit, you can't get there, can you? Oh, for goodness sake. Let me think how to get past this bit. Maybe it is here. There we go. Right, so once you've done that bit, what you want to do is not fucking fall off. But also what you want to do is try and stay hip and then shimmy across over to the barrier. So once you do, press X to drop down. But do not jump or drop too far over the edge. Right, also you can't find nothing over it, so don't worry about that. Also you'll find some cold water barrels for you to break, which will put the fire up. Which will now save yourself from going into fire that's over here. And also there's a checkpoint here, so we're not back to where we were before. Right, so further ado, you'll find yourself to come across here.
Your first real challenge. Observe your foe. Look for a hole in his defense. If necessary, use your magic to make one.
Also, when you hear Brom speech, let's try again. So when you hear Brom speaking, it'll give you some tips and tricks of knowing what to do. As long as you do, then you'll be okay.
Galbatorix is willing to wipe a town off the map to get you. The water, ERAGON. Throw them.
Also, as you just heard, the Brom said about trying to think what his name is again now. Galbatorix. He's a king. Apparently, in the film. And he's basically part of a person that wants something that you've got to stop. Also, as you just saw, or just heard, that ERAGON just said, we're unstoppable. What I've done is push the R3 and L3 together, which allow the line of green and yellow to go down, which allow the swords, the bow, to be a bit more stronger. But as I said before, there is only a certain time limit before it will stop, and you'll just have to get it to go back up again. But also, on my last recording that I did do, was that there was a barrel, which would be one of these over here, where you can hold L1, hold X, wear some arrows, it'll fly towards your enemies until they're all dead, until there'll be some more whenever they'll be appearing. So keep that in mind.
We need to break through it.
And what Brom's on about is this bit of fence.
We're in your debt. Watch it. The building's unsteady.
Right, also what we want to do is try and stay about here. Or come over here somewhere. Oh, there you go. Some of that will break. Right, also what you can do is move back over here if you want. And use a sharp arrow. Like that, just run straight over here. Hold L1 and hold X to fire one. To kill an enemy. And then you can get away from them. Right, also like I said, with dark magic, you can build things as well, which will be a bridge of steps for you to walk across. And some more things will break.
Chop through that beam.
Also, you'll find a box here for some health for you to take.
Use magic. Oh, me armor.
So like I say, with the magic, with the blue bar underneath ERAGON, when you're using, or whoever uses him, it'll go down and it'll come back up in a period of time. I'm probably reckoning you've got about 5 seconds before it does, and then you'll be able to use it again. Also, with some bits of magic, the line will go down a bit more, less quicker, and of course it will go up a bit more quicker as well. Right, also, this is all down to you when you want to use the magic, of course. You don't need that. What's the matter here? Good for you, Brom. ERAGON. I'm helping you.
Creative use of magic.
Right, also, with this bit when I've got this enemy killed, there's been another piece that'll be a bit more quicker, a little bit more trickier. We'll find out in a minute. Right, okay, so the tricky bit is this bit here. There's a barrier, and what you got to do is use L3, and of course the tricky bit is that you can collect something with ERAGON's feet to walk across a barrier. Right, the only way you can tell you're staying back straight without falling off is if you keep an eye on where the feet are of the barrier. Like if you saw there the little bit that was awkward, seemed well, didn't quite see the feet, it was just back there straight, you'll be able to fall off. And also, if you look closely on the right hand side of the screen, there's an egg. You're going to need to walk across the barrier carefully. Oh. Also, what I'm going to do is try and be quiet as well, so I can keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on ERAGON. But also, if you've got your other character with you, like if you had someone with you, like your brother or your sister, to get Brom to move a bit more closer, you can see roughly where you are. And also, it might help you save yourself from actually keep walking all the way back over to where I am now. Right, also when you get to a certain point around here somewhere, you won't be able to get too far to fall off the edge. There. Okay, so I reckon about here you should be able to just about get towards the left side of the barrier to walk across to get the egg. Just like that. Right, so now what you can do. Right, so once you've done that bit, and also that bit can be nerve-wracking for you to do, but it is doable. So now what I can do is get my breath back a little bit. Okay, so once you've done that bit, you can find a bit of health there if you need it, or a bit of green if it wants to give you that.
Use your magic on this one too.
There, he's gone. That'll be the second part of the barrier. A part for the gate to be free. To be opened. So further ado, all you got to do is just get back to where that is. Also, like I say, you can always just push your enemies down or forwards, push them back or forwards, whichever works either way, to get your characters to be dealt with.
Ratchet swine.
Ratchet swine.
You won't get off this island alive.
Oh yeah. Oh. Right, also, like I said, you can always use the magic, which would be the blue bar underneath your character, with L1 button pushed in.
You won't get off this island alive. No, sir.
Also, like I said, with the blue bar, it'll last a period of time. It all depends on which ones of a certain magic that you use. Get off. Oh. My turn. Excuse me. Your turn. Right, so when you get to a certain point over here, you should be near to the end of the level. And then when you get to this bit, just like this little cutscene, Brom will run. To open up the gate.
Let's go now.
And then that'll be the end of the level. At last. I wasn't expecting to have several other deaths, but there you go. Oh well. Right. There you go. And of course we've got enemies killed. We've only done 56. Brom's only done 25, which would be the AI controlling him. Power ORBS collected, which would be the green blobs of what you pick up. We've got 505 of them. And Brom's only picked up 242. And of course, the secret egg found. Right, also what I'm going to do is save it by pushing the circle, which is what you want to do, just in case if you want to save it. And just press X and then all this bit will pop up. And of course, eventually, what we want to do is just make sure the orange goes over to the save that you're using. And just press X and then press X again, and then the save will be done. And then you can press X again. And also, your health will go all the way up. And as well as when you proceed into the game, it will also give you upgrades and bits and bobs, just to remind you, say, yep, you can use these bits now in other levels that you've got to do after the other, after the other, after the other, and so and so. And there it is. There's that level done with the egg. And next of all, what we're going to do is hope and pray that we don't die so many times on this level here, which will be the Darrett Bridge.
Darrett Bridge.
Right now, when you proceed into the game, some of the enemies will be a bit more tougher. But also you can always have some fun kicking the shit out of enemies and smashing things up.
Another one down.
As well as when you use the magic to pull your enemies towards you and push them away from you, you can always make them speak certain words that can be quite funny.
We'll take this one. Let's clear them out.
Just like, ah! Like where Brom just did the little bit over there earlier.
We have to defeat those archers. The gate locks are within the towers. Call in Saphira. She can take care of them for us.
Now, as you just heard, that Brom just said, call Saphira and she'll help us. Which is another thing that you can get when you proceed into the level. And also when you heard Brom saying, call Saphira, she can help us. Which is part of ERAGON's thing that you can use. Which is his dragon. Which will do some certain fun things. As well as, of course, that is the other thing that you can use if you're on your own. And of course, with ERAGON's with his dragon, he will have his, but Brom will not. And that's the other reason why you can have two characters in the game. If you have someone with you, to use two characters when you've got two players with you. That's the best bit if you've got your own, or playing on your own. You get to use the dragon. But that's all I'm going to say for now. But also, as you can see, there's some bits and bobs that saying these keys and this, that one, and that one, so and so. Those are the ones you got to use.
Call to her, Eragon.
And when you see a blue blob there, that'll say you can use that. And she'll smash things.
Call her in if need be.
So further ado, just keep doing the same thing.
Feel better.
And so there you go, you can get her to smash things.
She opened it. Let's go.
And as ERAGON said, that's gonna, however he says it, that's the push that I just used with the triangle. That's how that's been activated.
Not bad. Police. Trista videre. Well done, Saphira.
And also, Saphira the dragon will fly all over the place, even when you don't do a certain thing. Which I'll try and keep that quiet for now, because otherwise that'll spoil your idea of enjoying it.
Trista videre.
You'll get the general idea if you played it.
Like you can swim.
Obviously, the egg must be over there somewhere, as far as I remember. I'm always learning here.
We need her again.
Right, So like I said, when you see a blue colour flashing, that'll say Sophia. You can use her to come alive.
Seville, we need you.
And she'll smash that up.
Well done. Lista vendré.
So also, like, you see that Eragon's just pushed the character away from you. That's what you can do, is get the characters to move away from you. So when you kill several of the enemies, eventually, that'll happen. Also, what I'll do is move forward a bit and keep it like this. If you look up on the left hand side, watch. That'll happen, and
Seville, are you hurt?
Pain, stabbing.
Out of here, Seville. It's too dangerous.
Yes, young one.
so Severa's hurt, and she's buggered off. As Eragon says, it's too dangerous.
Here, Mr.
And the only reason why Brom's not got a dragon arrow is because it's dead. Like I said, if you've watched the film,
Fortunate. Use your magic on those
it's just like the film. This game. So like you saw, there was a bridge that was built, or a log bridge.
Lista vendré.
That's what the magic does. So it's all to do with your magic with the light blue bar. And the only way you can activate is hold L1.
Use your magic again.
Don't you worry, Brom, I've got my eyes on it. Yeah. Excuse me. So press triangle to jump across platforms.
Nice battle.
Also, I could die again, but we'll see. Also, I haven't found the egg yet, but we'll see. And he's dead again. But only once so far. So like I said, when you get to a certain point where the checkpoint is, you won't have to go too far. Back from the start.
Those logs look loose. Watch out for them. Lista vendré. The logs. Use your magic again.
Uh-oh.
Use your magic again. I'll take this one.
Also, if you're trying to get to the bridge or whatever you're trying to build, what you want to do is try and pull away from your characters or your enemies, shall we say.
One more now. Not bad.
Also, some of these big dudes will have hammers. Oh yeah, magic indeed. So also you can stay back a bit as well. Sometimes that helps when you're dealing with several of these enemies. Because I'm using the magic and just make sure I stay alive and also sometimes when you're doing that kind of thing. Oh, could be going down again. And we're down again. And also, I think I may have missed the egg, but we'll see. But I have a rough idea, possibly where it is.
Try your magic on the box.
But I think the egg is roughly somewhere where you don't want to go too far past this bit here. That's where it'll be,
Use your magic again.
I think. Like I said, I probably know where things are.
Good battle. There's more. Watch out. Get to work.
Also, sometimes you don't want to take down so many enemies, because if you do, you're barely going to get the green or the red bits and bobs that you need. But as long as you get your character to move out of the way and in a lot of places for you to stay alive and get your other person with you to have your health. Also, if you do move around the place with your L1 when you're using the magic, it will not fully use a ball, but as long as you stay still, and then you'll be able to use it.
Let's move. Tear those bolts off to expose the ropes. I'll take them.
But also, as I say, with the bow, you want to hold the R1 a bit more longer for you to get a good chance of hitting your enemies and killing them.
Port on the other side.
Also, L1 again with just once on the right and once on the left. 4. Oh, that's a break.
So much for using that part of the bridge.
One part of the bridge, yes. Okay, obviously I thought too far ahead on this bit. Okay. Okay, right. So we're not at the end of this level yet. Also, like I say, with some of these enemies, they make a good freaking sound effect of dying.
Injured.
Yeah, I know, bro. ERAGON. I know.
Have a nice swim.
Have we not gone down yet?
Some backup here.
Nope. Ah, he's dead now. Ah, he's dead now. Everyone's down again. I don't think so. What do you reckon? Okay, so there's a checkpoint hit. Also, with some of these shield dudes, you can always just push them back to take the shields off. But not quite the big dudes, because otherwise
I'll take it.
they won't die that quick. Oh, you right behind me? I wasn't expecting you to be there. So all you got to do is just take cover and keep an eye on the other person's health and make sure they just don't lose theirs
Watch out for them. I see
while
them.
you're doing it. Right, I know roughly where the egg is.
Excellent shot.
Right, okay, so further ado. Right, so it must be a bit more further up ahead somewhere. Okay, further ado. Right, what you can do is drop down from it.
There they are. Let's get them.
A good attacking Brom.
Hope you're thirsty.
Like I say, you can always smash barrels if you wish.
Feel better.
Right, I think this could be where the exit is. So I think this is where you don't want to go too far.
Skills are growing, man. Take a swim.
Right, so the egg must be down here. So you want to be over here. So what I'll do is climb up it. And what I'm going to do is stay here for a sec. And then once you go down from here, just a bit slowly, and down again, there is the egg. So there's that one for you. And now what I've got to do is get ERAGON to go back up again. And we're back up.
ERAGON, hurry.
And now you get something else as well,
Use a magic arrow again here.
which is now a magic arrow, which involves fire you can use now. But as I say, when you proceed into the game, it'll be a bit more harder, as well as you get different skills for you to use, as well as with the light blue bar, as I said before, is that when you proceed in the game a bit more further, bits of the magic will be used, and as well as when you do, it'll take a bit more longer for it to go back up again. But as long as you use whatever you want to use and however you want to use it, the magic of the blue bar will come up a bit more quicker. So it's all down to you. But also the way I'm rolling is pushing the L3 to where I want to go. And then you're good, basically. But also with the other levels that you do, some will take a little bit more longer than others. So I might be doing only 2 levels. It just depends on the deaths and of course other things as well. So there's another death on the go.
ERAGON, hurry! There are too many! Brissinger! There's more! Watch out! Use your magic arrow again.
And also with the fire arrows that you use, there's only certain ways you can get them activated. It's basically when you're standing in the right place for that thing to be activated.
This one's dead. Not bad.
Like I say, you can always speed up by jumping and running all over the place. Also, there's another death there, but that's fine, mate. But still, you could either decide to put it on easy difficulty. It's okay to do that.
ERAGON, hurry! There are too many! Brissinger! There's more! Watch out! Use your magic arrow again.
But like I say, as long as you move around as well, that'll help for you to avoid fire arrows from your enemies that's doing all that stuff at you.
Like you can swim.
So you got all that option there. Also could die again in a minute.
Got it! I see them!
Fucking hell. Can't keep fucking staying alive. Oh, no, 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 no. Could have reset that fucking level. That would be very good, would it?
Use your magic arrow again.
Right, now when you use the fob, of course, and how to use it is push the L3, push L1 and hold the R1 button as well. That's how you can do it. So just depends on if you want to use it or not. So that's how you can do it. Just in case if you want to use it or not. So there you go. When you proceed in the middle of this level, you get to use fire arrows. Like I said, with certain magic that you use and how the way you want to use it, some of them will take longer, especially the powerful ones, and they'll just take even longer before you can actually get away with it. And there you go. There is another level done at last. As well as enemies killed, I've only done 39, but Brom's done 45. He's done a lot more than me this time. As well as the power, which is the green stuff that you pick up by walking around towards it. Or either the AI says you're roughly close enough for me to just chuck it straight towards you. So with that stuff that I collected, I've only got 299. And Brom's only collected 337 of the bloody things. Wow. Unbelievable. As well as the egg is been collected. So, that is, I think, is enough for today. I think. Especially all the flipping deaths I've had. So far, it looks like I've had about 4 deaths in this level. And I think it must have been about 3 on the other one as well. So further ado, the health goes away all the way back up. And now when you complete this level, and when you proceed even further into the game, you can use the magic fire as many times as you want, and whenever you want. And so that is it for today, I think. So there you go. Next time, we will do the Razak Chase. That's what we're going to do next time on the ERAGON game. So I hope you've enjoyed it so far. and I shall catch you next time. Take care.